story's end? I don't think so. No. I know there's 5 chapters.
Charlie? Charlie is okay? Charlie is okay?
Moses. What?
Charlie? Charlie?
Mac, I'm here. I'm okay. What happened?
I don't know. An explosion, I think.
You reinstated the procedure to destroy the facility. A procedure many gave their lives to stop.
Well, you're a lot more coherent suddenly.
The detonation removed something. Some kind of inhibiting. I have not been myself for some time, I do not think.
Mac? Moses? Where are you? Are you hurt?
Moses is unharmed. Moses is alone.
I'm in this dig site, or whatever the hell it is. I'm not hurt, but it's flooding bad in here. I think this whole place is about to vanish.
Fido's done for too. It's wrecked and...
Warning. Drive set integrity compromised. Energy reserves below 20%.
My suit's damaged. Losing power. I think I'm in trouble.
You never should have come here. We have that in common.
Oh boy. 12 chapters? Seriously? That's a lot of chapters. Rover's mechanical arms shudder in their crushed state, irrevocably crippled after the cacophonous conclusion. The proposed escape vehicle from this watery grave is all but lost. In a final act of spiteful retribution, the submersible has dragged and torn both the cable and crane down along with it, the sturdy metal pinning the rover to its newfound grave. There better be something else here I can use. Metal tracks lead down a tunnel drilled through the rock. An attached screw pipe reveals the tracks were built to allow a hulking device to move along them.
Rover's basically crushed. We're not going anywhere in this.
Warning. Drive suit integrity compromised. Energy reserves below 20%.
So we need another way out.
You're running out of time. I can help you, but there is a price.
And what's that?
I have been here. I can't remember how long. Trapped. Help me, and I will help you.
So, what? We find you, you get us out of here?
That is my offer.
And how are you going to do that, exactly?
There is another drone. The Kalan. I know where it is, how to access it. Free me, and I will take us all to it.
Moses and I can work on finding this guy, wherever he is. Charlie, you work on getting back inside.
Energy reserves below 20%.
And make it quick.
Mac, look at this.
You were right. They were digging. That's a boring machine.
If you are at the dig site, then you are near the Legacy base. The first installation.
You mean Site Alpha?
Yes. Precisely.
How did you know that name, Charlie?
It's on the computers down here for the mining setup.
Warning. Energy reserves below 15%.
I have to keep moving.
No power detected.
Warning. No survey data found. Operation inhibited.
Survey data?
Warning. Energy reserves below 15%.
What am I supposed to be doing here? supposed to be doing? I would imagine probably not. A lofty body of portable machinery sitting idle. Several corroding buckets hold partially sorted and refined rocks, revealing this device to be a mining rig of sorts. No power detected.
Power connection achieved. Mobile mining platform active. Warning. Dive suit energy reserves diminished.
Oh, great.
What is it?
I found some kind of mobile mining rig. It was dead, so I powered it with my suit.
You don't have much power left, Charlie.
Exactly. But I did get it running.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to be putting in here. Some type of sample, maybe? Did I miss some rocks? The ground here is covered in a thick layer of muddy silt. Treading over the clag is like wading over a surface of thick slime, each step threatening to pull your legs from under you. Tunnel drill has suffered for its exciting burst of activity, now partly buried in the cave-in of its own making.
Heavy on the central apparatus. 1138. Connection established.
Okay, good.
Warning. Energy reserves below 15%.
Okay, not so good. Should be able to get the core sample out, though.
This is used in mining operations to core out rock analysis samples. The internal capacitor powers a mini laser fusion jet of superheated matter along a narrow cutting plane. The housing hasn't stood up to the elements and is coming apart at the seams. That could probably help it along. Yes, he could. Go in there. Oh boy. Scanner. This brings back some unpleasant memories of motion trackers and dark corridors. Microfusion laser. I busted open the core sampler and tore out this gizmo. It's a little small, but it could probably cut through any nasties we encounter. Slice and dice a locking bolt and still fry up a sausage for breakfast. Poured out rock sample. Looks like they were drilling around to investigate the nature of the terrain here. Okay.
Stand by. Analyzing core sample.
I guess so.
Alert. Mining survey data received.
Port confidential. Work log. Daniel Tang Gunderson, maintenance crew. Roger wants me to cap the entrance diameter at 18 feet. Makes sense. Downright logical. I'll round it up to 20 and create a bit more wiggle room. I can hear him scraping away as he works. Although I was supposed to leave hours ago, it's the least I can do to stay with him and offer my support. I've stopped trying to adjust the boring machine because I know the Geo team is working on finding the precise core frequencies that will allow us to progress. But that procedure will take several months. Despite this, I don't regret my choices. The universe is a harsh and unforgiving place. If we're not the ones struggling, someone else will likely be. That's just how it goes. 'Cause 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 it goes. see. Engage, drill.
Warning. Calibration error.
Oh my gosh. I have no idea.
The umbilical's gone. No way back to the mule.
Your only choice is to go deeper. I do not envy you.
This whole place is coming down.
You must enter the temple. You have no other choice.
The temple? Temple to what?
It doesn't matter. Get out of there, Mac.
Great day I'm having here.
Knocked down by the collapsing scaffolding, the ancient pattern has fallen into the wet ground, obliterating the equipment and electronics below it. Knocked loose by an avalanche of crushing rubble, the scaffolding has, by chance, served as a protective sheet against falling rocks falling from above. I don't know where to go. Wet rock and sediment slowly slide down, gradually smothering the floor in graveled muck. Where is it telling me to go? This door. Our sealed doorway.
This temple, or whatever the hell it is, it's through here.
Mac, hurry.
Alright, so what am I supposed to be doing here?
Well, Kane, damn it.
Language, Mac.
What happened?
I dropped the laser. Hold on.
Oh, damn it. I don't know what to do. I dropped it. Maybe. No. Oh, shit. The heck am I? I don't think any of this is helping me. Trembling cerebral cortex emits a weird scratching sound as if something were trying to escape. Bloody control panel. The defunct control panel has been painted with gore. Lumps and strands of cerebral flesh lie caught in between blood-flooded keys. And trails of wires and cabling lie strewn about the floor, dislodged and disgorged from their sparking conduits. What am I supposed to do with this? Ugh.
Scary things.
Fuck.
What the hell was that?
Charlie Mac.
I don't know what it is. Some dark truth of this place. One of many. I have only heard it.
Scary things. Safer here.
Moses, you have to start moving.
Safer here. Safer here.
Its cries. They are wrong. I would hear them far away.
Stay here. Stay here.
I know you're scared, sweetheart. I am too. But we need your help. Please. Mose, We can't make it out of here without you.
Moses is brave. Moses is strong.
Oh, the bloated encephalic mass lies ruptured by collapsed piping, the impact ejaculating its gelatinous fluids across the room interior. Ugh. Gotta scope once. What is that? Come on. I don't know. It's squirting. I'm getting out of here.
Scary things? No scary things. Yet.
The creature from the brain. Whatever it is, you likely have not seen the last of it.
I am brave and strong.
I hope so, my friend. I hope so. For both our sakes.
But be sure not to spend working hours in piety. The workplace is the ideal place to discover more about yourself.
Your body is a temple, a vessel, if you will. So keep things pure and tidy for the mother's sake.
Employment should be your vessel. Work is when you feel most alive, loved, accessible.
Cain's nature is to shine the light of understanding into the world's darkest regions. But remember, dying is the hard part. On the other hand, working is easy, and the Nexus awaits us after death.
Bench broadcasts discomfort. Behind clouds of choking smoke, a conflagration feeds ardently on wisps of gas leaking from the combusted piping. Ooh, security tear. The security monitoring station is perpetually broadcasting to the artifact storage lab. Its screen is ablaze with alerts and warnings.
Please select subsystem.
Oh, shit. Didn't we see something like this from before? I have no idea. Yeah, I thought, where do we see a paper like that? The wooden bench is a surreal anapism, exacerbated by the presence of counterfeit trees. In an ironic twist, the attempt to inject some sense of coziness has only succeeded in making the environment more desolate. Half a dozen gas cylinders line the walls amidst a web of interconnected piping. The security monitoring station is perpetually broadcasting. Yes, we know. Let's see. Lock broadcasting audio artifact storage lab. Movement detected. I don't think any of this is gonna work. Nope, I think that's the last I'm using of that key card. Oh my gosh, so much stuff to explore. Oh, it's another.
You are in artifact storage.
Encrypted handheld? Okay, we're another device. Liza Simpson, anthropologist. Reggie used to spend his days at my feet. Now he sits on my desk in a well-deserved position of prominence. He will always be my most cherished possession. After all, the loyal pup was awarded to me by Cain himself upon his glorious rebirth. Report. The anthropological laboratory is well stocked, as my choka position demands. The specimens are mostly well preserved. My assistant is an adequate aid and welcome company, despite some squeamishness on his part. I began analyzing the samples, starting with the 3 sets of human remains discovered in the ocean floor during construction of the thermal reactor. Low temperatures aided in their preservation. Initial dating puts them in the late 20th century, with clothing suggesting Soviet military personnel circa the 1980s. The cause of death has not been established conclusively, but there are signs of malnutrition and starvation. I will perform a dissection to study their diet after this recording. Then I will begin an initial pass on the anthropological specimens supplied by Dr. Moon. There is a definite incongruence with the specimens received by Baron, which appear to be much older. I looked into the signal that drew Kane Corporation to this place. The instruction set is naval, using defunct Soviet encryption on a ULF. 12 seconds, repeating. How could this signal emanate from the bottom of the Pacific 150 years after the fall of the Soviet Union? Irrelevant to my research, but fascinating. The message requests the evacuation of 32 crew in good health. Judging by the 3 fellows I've been studying, help never came. In other news, my relationship with the new assistant is deteriorating. He recoiled in disgust when he saw Reggie, horrified that I'd put the dog on display. It's bizarre that a man who works with human remains is bothered by a beautiful work of animal taxidermy. Nevertheless, I've noted to discuss the matter with management and church officials. I've been asked to break bread with Celaya on Cane Day. Reggie, this calls for a real celebration. To Celaya. We retrieved patient 818386, although the infection had rendered him unconscious by the time we found him. We placed him in a hyperbaric chamber for further study. He claims to have no memory of his infection vector. The medics don't know if his condition is contagious, so they are taking all possible precautions. Initial scans show his brain is in a state of constant activity that looks like dreaming. We're going to jury rig some devices to record his thoughts. What worries us most is that the infection is dissolving his biomatter. Hair, skin, and muscle are falling to the floor. Several of his organs are failing. Further expeditions into the well have been halted until we know more. 818386's affliction is morbidly fascinating. I've spent nights watching his body's slow deterioration through the glass portals. I even catch myself speaking to him when we're alone, airing my frustrations as if he were my therapist. I didn't expect to find therapeutic sanctuary in the disintegrating miracle that is my grouchy former assistant, but here we are. Kane delivers when all seems lost. This is awful. This is horrifying. Over the past year, most of his body mass has sloughed off, but his brain and nervous system remain intact. They appear to be functioning normally, although they are sending and receiving ghost signals. He seems blissfully unaware of his predicament. Thanks to this horrific miracle of biology, we have resumed efforts to record his thoughts. If we can make sense of the data, we may gain some insight into this affliction. The first recording should be ready within the hour. Message to Celaya. Celaya, I know you wanted to be kept personally abreast of any new developments with our patient. The first recordings of 818386 are possibly more astounding than his physical condition. He's remained fully cognizant. At the same time, he appears to be experiencing some confusion surrounding his memories, which he already mentioned when he was first quarantined. We've requested that a relevant specialist be sent here to help us. Until then, we'll keep monitoring and recording. I continue to visit him whenever I can. Somehow, even when I was talking to my dog, I didn't realize how desperate I was for companionship. The shock of his condition, life pared down to a fragile network of signals, has forced me to admit how far away from everything I feel, trapped in this claustrophobic complex at the bottom of the ocean, working toward what exactly? Dr. Hairfest has concluded that 818386's visions are real memories, but they are bleeding into him from an external source. He is inheriting the memories from something. The notion is unsettling, but we can't deny that 818386's memories frequently corroborate new findings to which he is not privy. Does he understand that these memories are not his own, or is he beginning to think they're his real memories? Is he trapped in those moments? Message to Salaya. Dr. Hairfest has identified the cause of 8183. It's his condition. Foreign microbes resembling a fungal growth in his brain. Dr. Moon codified the microbe as a more complex strain of PS-139. As I'm sure you know, a protoform of PS-139 is what drew Kane here in the first place, and why the original Alpha Base was built. Meanwhile, we are investigating ways to establish a continuous feed of his thoughts so we can talk to it directly. Or to us. So he can talk to us directly. Is it strange that I've come to see him as a friend despite his condition? I think about what it would be like to experience other people's memories as my own. What happens to your sense of self when you feel like you've lived 100 lives? The doctor is waxing poetic about an arrowhead that is the source of the infection. I'm surrounded by idiots. I miss peaceful strolls to commune with the Father and watch the light show. At least he understands. Message from Salaya. Liza, you are too close to the subject, and this project has exceeded your scope of expertise. I put in a formal request with corporate for your transfer off mule. Reggie, what am I to do? Oh boy. Well, it's getting worse. I don't know what I don't know what the fuck these people are. All these experiments. This is ridiculous. Did we just get here? Pools of stagnant water flood the workspace. Glittering under bright fluorescent lights, sustained by the occasional... Come on, stop. Why is it stopping? I want to read this. Oh, there it is. Sustained by the occasional drip excreted from a damp, warped ceiling. Oh yeah, that's right. Charlie's drowning, right? No, she's not drowning. Oh yeah, she might drown. I know. So we got to get through here.
Kane, heavy under central apparatus. 1138. Power procedure initiated.
Children should not play near this machine, Charlie.
You're probably right, Mose.
Alright, we gotta get calibrated.
Calibration error.
So I need these coordinates, whatever, the hertz and all that stuff. Okay. So I don't have that. Workbench. What is this? Oh. Kane, what is... I can't see anything. I better get my pen and paper out because I might need it. Alright, let's see. Oh, it's a teddy bear. Confidentials, though. Research. Is that Cyrillic? I don't think it is. I don't know what that is. So I don't think those numbers are anything. No entries, of course not. What about trash? Brain. Is that a computer? A server of some sort? Alright, I don't know. I don't think there's anything here for me. Maybe not.
Pieces and parts. This would be a fun puzzle.
An apt analogy, my friend. A puzzle solved too late.
Mac, are you seeing this? Look at the artifacts. The stone, it's like the one we saw before, but the symbol.
It's Soviet Russian. What the hell?
Hope loved puzzles.
So it was Cyrillic. Okay. The specimen observation enclosure can be secured by a robust metal door, but for a spatter of dark stains and the stinging odor of aged detergent, it appears unused.
Empty.
An observation pod, my friend. With nothing to observe.
Like this, something could get out.
Or in.
Organic sampler. Empty. It makes crunchy noises when you press the button. I'm too scared to touch it, so why is she still moving? I like how his observations. I keep pricking my hand on the points. It is very sharp. It's fun looking at myself. I'm such a dirty little doy. Yeah, you are, buddy. Hey, Matt Newey. Yeah, he's really growing on me. A metallic plate riddled with corrosion, torn from some structure of a vessel. The paint on the embossed emblem has chipped and faded with age, but the words Red Fleet are legible. Very, very interesting. Take a look. What's this? So the Russians. It was the Russians all along. Yeah, I saw that you said it was boring. I would watch it, but Chusman's not very interested in it just because it looks scary. Is it scary? I don't know. The soiled red banner is coated in grime and reeks of damp decay. Portions of the fiber have been cut away, leaving pockmarks in the material, but the Red Star badge insignia, stitched in gold thread, still stands proud. Did we read this PDA? I think we did. Yes, we did. Oh, of course. Always so many callbacks. A collection of archaeological chemicals and equipment that stand over treated samples of rocks and material. Scraps. A warped sheet of corrugated iron, tinted with rust and bearing the symbols BC555, I guess? I don't know. I don't know. Let's go over here. What's this? This thick flames curl up from blackened steel and shattered piping.
Once started, employment is a light that never goes out. The more you contribute, the brighter your flame will become.
Listen, my brothers and sisters, death is not the end. When we pass on from this world, we join the Nexus of Nine, where we will be reunited with our loved ones and live in eternal peace and happiness.
That's all well and good, but what does that have to do with our work here at Kane Corporation? We need to focus on the here and now, on working hard and achieving our goals, not on some afterlife that may or may not exist.
Mm-hmm. No movement detected. Locked. Broadcasting audio to artifact storage. Can't do anything with this. Maybe I can, let's see. We're just gonna we're skipping to the use everything on everything part. Yeah, that's not working. Half a dozen gas cylinders line the walls amidst a web of interconnected pipings. The wooden bench, pops of flame burst out from the ruptured gas pipeline, spewing out reams of chemical smoke that singed the nostrils. Oh yeah. I remember seeing paper with this somewhere. Where was that?
This door is locked. This door is extra locked.
I hear you, Moses. I hear you. Just outside. Just outside. This is my lab.
Great. Work on getting him out of there. I'm on my way.
My Mac.
Okay, that's not working. It's locked. There's a lot of blood. It's a lot of blood on there. Let's, Alright, I clearly don't have what I need. Oh yeah, that's where we came from. Okay, well, time to do some more exploring. And that's okay.
But don't you see, our work with the church is just as important as the corporations. By giving of our time and resources freely, we are preparing ourselves for life to come.
We give back through our taxes and charitable donations. But our primary focus should be on meeting our goals and achieving success for the company.
How can we truly enjoy the fruits of our labor if we are not giving back to the community and helping those in need?
That's bullshit. You're just trying to distract us from our duties and responsibilities.
Oh my gosh.
Kane Corporation is the one that provides for us. It gives us purpose and meaning. Without it, we're nothing.
Alright, can I go through this vent? Dark, pungent smoke rolls out from the vent. Oh yeah.
Oh no. Charlie Mac. Scary things.
I see it, baby. It's okay.
That's the creature that came out of the brain vat tumor.
Its cries.
I do not like this.
He needs a way around it.
There is no alternate route, I'm afraid.
Then he has to move it.
Move it.
Oh boy. I don't like this. I don't like this either. Okay. No. I bet you. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go through. Let's just see what happens. No! Poor Moses. Ugh. Ew.
Moses! Is everything okay? What's going on?
Dead. Dead. So dead. Well. I still missed the second one, but oh well.
Mortuary cabinet open. Resealed to avoid thawing.
Charlie, look at the uniforms.
Yeah, they're Soviet too.
A damp tang of rot emanates from the bodies, partially preserved by whatever tomb they were extracted from. Their archaic woolen clothing is stained and weathered, reminiscent of the old world wars. Oh, it definitely is. Alright, so how do I, Alright, I might have to do stuff, alright, I might have to... Oh, I can do something with it. Okay, we got a lighter. Comrade Kirill, you must commandeer 3 suits from the locked storage. First, locate the thermite ingredients, potassium, ferric oxide, and aluminum. Then meet me in the pantry. Huh. So, I'm gonna need thermite. I'm guessing I'm gonna need these things. I need thermite. Potassium. Maybe I can find a banana. And ferric oxide. Which is rust, maybe? Is it ferrous or whatever? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like oxidated iron is rust. So, this? Inventory tag. I guess I've been watching too much Chubby Emu. Seriously, I think ferric oxide must be rust. Alright, so... Alright, well, let's go check. Oh, yeah, we can't do much with her. Let's go check with Mac. Empty organic sampler. Nightmare combination of drill and needle. Kane's R&D must have been cackling as they developed this. Maybe I can use this. Nope. Lighter. A genuine collector's item. Could sell this for a mint, but I'm tempted to keep it for myself. Yeah, it is kind of fancy. Acetylene torch. My old drafty buds and I used to use the lens like this. A flashing light to communicate over long distances at night and frying ants during the day. You know what? The frying ant thing I am totally on board with because you guys know I have a vendetta against ants. But the good thing is I haven't seen an ant on my wall in like 3 days. So that's the good thing. The bad thing is there was an ant in the bathroom. But that was the first ant I've seen in 3 days in there. Hey, Jen. Can you help me? Cheatings on this. No, I don't want cheatings. It's fine. I hate mosquitoes a lot too, but when you have ants crawling all over your desk and stealing your cookie crumbs, that's when I start, that's when I, that's it. That is absolutely it.
Warning. Calibration error.
Fine. Which Discord user? Better not have been Chusband. Alright, well, Moses is gonna have to do whatever he's gonna do because there's not much I can do here. Someone named Chudah's favorite early. Oh my gosh. I need like a magnet or something. I don't think any of this stuff is gonna help me here. It's gotta be in here or something. Ooh, rats. Can't put this in there. Maybe I gotta get the thing in here. Maybe I gotta lure it. Huh?
You gotta get the thing in the thing.
Yeah, maybe I gotta get the thing and the thing. Oh. Yeah, I haven't seen a rat in a while. I have seen a mouse. Not in the wild, but in my house. The cats usually take care of them pretty quick, though. Alright, so I need something to lure this thing, I think. Well, there are a lot of rats out there. Eyes only. No duplicates to be made. Sorry, a little tired. Alright, so. Maybe? Is there anything else? This looks fun to chew, even though it smells like toes. Ew. But oh, I do wish I could just take a little bite. Ew. Mose, no. Alright, I gotta go and find that. If I can get that security terminal working, I think. I gotta get this. What's this? Alright, so this is broken. No, nothing. Oh. Maybe I can take that. The squirting is just grossing me out. Ugh. I need to do something with this. Maybe I can use it. I can use it to lure that monster. I gotta be able to do something with it. Oh, I found a VHS. Totally by accident. Alright, so let's see. PDA. Collectibles. Oh. 520. What are these anyways? They're just... Do they do anything? Logs. Conversations. No. If only I remembered this. Where the heck did I see that? Is it in a place I can't get to now? Broadcasting audio to artifact storage lab. Okay, so maybe the fire melt stuff. It does. Let's see. I don't think this is gonna work. No. Ugh. Ugh! Alright, what's in here? Nothing. Report confidential. Yeah, we read this already. Didn't we? Yeah. Well, I don't think I'm getting very far with her. Oh, nothing. I don't think I'm gonna be able to brute force this. Ah, shit. Okay, well, so what am I doing here? Is there something here? On the wall out there? Because I didn't see anything, but let me go. Nothing lights up, so I don't know. I must have grabbed that already. Yeah, I got it, but it's not very clear. There's not much to do. Well, it's not. Personal log? Oh. Well, the only. Let's see. Well, I don't think there are any personal logs there. No. Yeah, there's no personal logs here. But I've read all the ones. Oh. Well, I don't know how to get through this dang lock. Because I dropped my thing. I don't see that. Oh. Oh, I see. A mirror. Yeah, but how am I going to angle it again? Oh, there we go.
Well, it worked. Believe it or not, the lock's cut open.
Mac must hurry.
I'll probably get it. Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Loud noises.
Tell me about it.
What happened? Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. Got through the door, right as the dig site collapsed behind me. Made it. Barely.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Where are you now?
Give me a second.
Time to explore. A gallery of malformed stone heads glance and leer about, frozen in the perpetual fascination of those who find themselves wandering these long-dead halls. Ribbed protrusions, the color of curdled dairy, seesaw along the walls, a carved simulacrum of gills and fish scales. An odd dozen sandbags form a short wall, cordoning off the cadaverous carvings from passing traffic. The hallway is strutted by concentric metal beams, a human intrusion enforcing a sense of control and man-made order within this inhuman terrain. This is definitely inhuman. The emplaced lights disperse the darkness into the hallway's recesses. The illumination is much an intrusion into these walls as the scientists who pried them open. The carved figures within the hallway have undergone a macabre tonal shift. Whereas the sculpture by the entrance was adorned by jewelry, those within this shrouded hallway depict flayed bodies in brooding positions. Ew. Let's take a look. There we go. Well, these are all different coordinates. We're gonna have to try one of them. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, S2, 6, 1, 6, 1, 1, 1, 8. Oops. H2, I think. Oh, it's H. 8. They look like the numbers. Hold on. 1, 2, 9, S2. Yeah, because they're hertz. 5, 6, 7, 1 hertz. Well, let me see. Yeah, see, this is 3, 4, 5. Let's try 4. 1, 1, 6. Okay, so I guess... No, that's right. And then 5, 6, 7, 1.
Warning. Kane, heavy undersea drill apparatus 113A in operation. Operation should be conducted by licensed HUDA engineers only.
Is that so?
Hitting his button.
Heck, I did it. I got the drill to finish its run.
Still have all your arms?
Legs too. Looks like a cave on the other side.
That cave system will lead you to Alpha Base. Assuming you haven't destabilized its structural integrity, it very well could collapse on you.
Bucket of optimism, aren't you, pal?
Oh, no worries about it. It's fine. I mean, I imagine if you haven't played this in a while, you're not going to remember everything. But let's go. The tunnel drill has suffered from its exciting burst of activity, now partially buried in the cave-in of its own making. Ooh, stalagmites. The mud-clogged tunnel is flanked by a drapery of jagged stalagmites straining out from the river of mud as if escaping suffocation. Ooh, dead diver. A radiant crystal embedded in the cave wall illuminates the diving suit. It has been partially subsumed by a rising layer of mud. A glance through the muck-stained face plates reveals a decomposed corpse. However, the suit's watertight seal indicates death by asphyxiation. Ran out of...
There's a dead diver here. He died in his suit.
May his mind find the Nexus. Does he have anything useful?
Hydrophone. Empty has bag. Aluminum welding rods. Well, that was worth it. Examine PDA. Roger Callan, marine biologist. Personal log. Funny how seemingly insignificant events can drastically change your life. Moment I was pinging the ocean floor looking for whale signs, and the next I was promoted. This was not how I expected my life to turn out. I had a mountain of educational debt and a miserable wife. I can still hear her voice. Who studies marine biology anyway? She repeatedly asked this question for 10 years straight. You will never amount to anything, Roger. I should have listened to my mother, blah, blah, blah. Well, look at me now. Message. Aaron Skullwalker and Pandoria Chambers. Professors, allow me to be the first to welcome you to Alpha. This is the first momentous step towards understanding more of our past and exploiting it for future profit. Of course, always for profit. I am thrilled that you have agreed to join me and Kane in this undertaking. If you have any questions, I am at your disposal. I've mapped most of the site already, and I'm preparing to lead expeditions into the temple system, which I am sure you will both want to be a part of. Until then, welcome to the last frontier on planet Earth, our very own abyss. Kane plans to exploit the fauna here. The oceans are mostly fished out, and seafood is a rare delicacy. But in this region, marine life seems to thrive. I caught it. Stupendous, definitive proof that something in this cave system is allowing complex life to exist and evolve over 20,000 feet below the ocean's surface. It's beautiful. Okay, maybe not beautiful. It's a maggot. A particularly feisty one at that. It immediately latched onto my wrist and started sucking my blood. Predatory behavior means there is prey, which means there are more discoveries to be made. Sounds more like a freaking leech than a maggot. Ugh. No, I did not win, Jin. And I am just seeing this now. I have not win. Well, whatever. Message to Aaron Skullwalker. Professor Skullwalker, I would also like to take this opportunity to express my admiration for you in particular. Your voyages beyond the Outer Rims played no small part in igniting my passion for exploration. I would love to share some stories with you over a drink, perhaps. One pioneer to another. I've been feeding my new pet algae from around the base. No shortage of the stuff. The little beastie's appetite seems to know no limits, and its growth rate is staggering. The professors weren't as keen to join my expedition as I'd hoped. Chambers, I understand. I've heard about the side effects of a full-body transplant. She's probably not as fit as she looks, and getting around in a dive suit is already challenging. Skullwalker, though? I'm disappointed. One of the last true frontiersmen of our time should be thrilled to participate in honest exploration again, or at least talk about it. But all he asks me about is my family. You may be my greatest hero, sir, but even you won't entice me into speaking about my ex-wife. There's not enough rum here for that conversation. I was so eager to see how large the maggot would grow. I began feeding it my own blood. Oh my god, he's gonna make an Audrey too! After all, that was the first thing it went for. I didn't factor in that its increase in size has not been proportional to its growth in size. It appears to be developing a heightened awareness of its surroundings. Have you ever been looked at hungrily by a dog-sized oozing balloon-like thing? It's even less fun than it sounds. Well, you created this thing! To Alpha Base Crew. Just wanted to say, should you hear loud banging in my laboratory, do not be alarmed. It's just an experiment I'm running. Everything is proceeding as intended, though I would advise against entering my work area without me, especially if you have recently eaten chicken. Thanks. Wait, what does that mean? Message to all Alpha Base Crew. As a senior ranking member of this endeavor, I am ordering everybody to remain inside Alpha Base until further notice. Should you hear knocking, slithering, or any other unusual noise coming from outside, proceed to another part of the base, just to be safe. Then call me. Oh my god. Message from corporate. Mr. Callan, while the board appreciates your enthusiasm for this project and your role in identifying the site, they would like to remind you that your job is to facilitate the research of Professors Chambers and Skullwalker, and collect samples for our experts who just arrived in the deep-sea rig. None of this requires you to conduct your own studies. The research budget will not be altered, barring exceptional circumstances, so please focus on your prescribed duties. Dang. Well, the little bastard burrowed into the sand and was catching small fish. It seems to have evolved into an ambush predator, like a bobbit worm. Incredible. The physiological and behavioral changes are happening right before my eyes. From corporate. Corporate's always getting pissed because these people are just doing their own thing. Mr. Callan, the board is indeed interested in this new specimen, but they must again remind you that your job is to simply retrieve new samples and send them to Deep Sea 15. Alpha is not yet equipped to study xeno life forms. Please consider your significant outstanding debts to Kane, and the fact that, although you are separated, your ex-wife is still a shareholder of your debt, as you are of hers. Damn. It must suck to live in this time, and I don't even know. Message from Deep Sea 15. A spike in seismic activity caused the collapse of the primary ingress into the cave and temple structure. We are sending a drilling technician to widen the entrance so that supply shipments can be resumed. In the meantime, you were advised to implement a ration system and reserve medications for emergencies. A fragile cave system isn't the best place to use sonic attractors, but how else was I supposed to attract larger fish? He caused the freaking... Oh my god, this guy. Well, the attractors were working. My new buddy managed to snag a few juicy specimens. The sonic attractors also wrecked most of the electrical systems and distorted the magnetic field, which the walls amplified. Maybe this will turn out to be a blessing in disguise. The new, larger entrance will be a much better staging ground for expeditions. Yeah, of course, but still. These people are basically slaves to debt. They're debt slaves. I mean, we are in real life debt slaves too, but not as bad as this. Message to Daniel Gunderson. I imagine you're a cut to the chase sort of guy, but I'd say limit it to 18 feet in diameter max. Go from there. With the recent collapse, it's the only way out of this place. Report back to me on your progress tomorrow. Message to all Alpha Base crew. There's no good way to say this, so I'll just rip off the Band-Aid. We're sealed in, completely. I don't know exactly how it happened, but Gunderson's drilling caused another cave-in. But fear not. We all know the value of our work, and so does Kane. I am certain they will spare no expense to free us. Maybe just free your work. I'll just wait here for Gunderson to open the passage. Did check my gear before I left. Guess I never learned. Sheila would shake her head and laugh if she saw me now. Same old Roger, always getting ahead of himself. I wonder what she would say if she knew I named the maggot after her. Little guy's got 2 legs now. Many of them. As if it wasn't horrifying enough. I suppose if I die, I can be satisfied that here, at the edge of the world, I brushed up against mysteries beyond my comprehension. Mysteries to which I led the way. Only getting 1 BPS. I guess they're moving the data receivers elsewhere. The Newman is not going to be happy trapped down here. I'm amazed Kane would risk pissing that thing off. Message from corporate. Mr. Callan, with deep regret, the board must inform you that we have abandoned this forward operation. Please understand that this is not a reflection on your work to date, but the result of repeat violations by the Newman. This isolation of Alpha lends itself perfectly to a seal and forget procedure. Well, the board asks that you pass on their sincere regret for these unfortunate events to the rest of the crew and thank them for their service. You will all be pleased to know that your hard work won't be lost. The construction of a new base has already been approved. In light of the above, we have released your ex-wife from her debt. She will surely be in the Nexus. Waiting for you with her arms open wide. They murdered her. Congratulations and farewell. Oh my God. Oh my God. Alright, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of this place. Shit! Alright. Thick dirt has slowly flooded into the cave, slowly constricting and strangling its interior, the space between the floor and ceiling having slowly but perpetually shrunk. Oh, I need something to drink. Alright, well I don't think... Oh, I can go this way. Torchlight reveals hints of an open passageway, shadows dancing on a trail of mud beyond the bars of drooping stalactite. I definitely needed my mouth to not be numb to read this, to read these descriptions. There's no way I would have been able to do it earlier. Oh, man. Alright. I'm gonna go get my Snuggie. I'm a little cold. No, not because I was drunk, because I had my mouth was all numbed up with Novocaine. I can, this rocks backwards. I wonder if I can lock it. I don't know. No, it's not vodka. Novocaine. It's what dentists use. Oh, that's better. It's what dentists use to numb up your teeth and your gums when they do work. All right. There is a lot to explore down here. Ancient lava flow. The dried remains of ancient lava flow have created a ramp-like structure, allowing access to an area beyond. The draped stalactite suggests this area was at one time a sealed cavern. Honestly, I am not. It's just my teeth are a little sore.
Holy shit.
I'm not in pain, really.
What is that?
It looks like, well, a giant maggot.
Oh my god.
I do not like this.
Warning. Dive setting temperature compromised. Energy reserves below 10%.
I have to find some way past it.
Is that the worm? Is that the maggot that he was feeding? I think it is. Alright, well. Inside the maggot? Oh, gee. Okay, fine. I will. It's probably instant death, but... the wet clag emerges the skeletal... From the wet clag emerges the skeletal structure of a gargantuan aquatic creature, stripped clean of flesh. The remains lie intertwined with other carrion, making it difficult to determine what creature these remains belong to. Oh, I'm sure it is! The boneyard of aquatic giants is little more than a growing heap of relinquished scraps, discarded once their flesh has been ingested by the nightmarish maggot. I think it's snoring. It's definitely snoring. Maggot. The colossal mass slouches within the rocky alcove, its distended form twitching and undulating in the soft currents like a malformed water balloon. Through translucent skin, vague shapes of shuddering organs are visible. Tiny bubbles escape from the anus, while the maw slurps fluids from a rotting carcass. Ew! Ugh. Oh, that is it farting. This is its mouth. Oh man, I gotta get used to this new chair. Actually, it does rock back. I wish it would. You could like lock it, but it's actually a lot better when I can rock it, like recline it just a little bit. Oh boy. Well,
Charlie, Commander. I want your signal. Charlie! Charlie!
wow. We got eated. Yeah, I like it when no, don't go back in there. I love it when devs actually do speak, talk to people who are playing their games, especially when they're streaming. I've had it happen a few times. Actually, what was really fun is the developer, the Cat Lady. I played some of his other games, the most recent game, Burnside Lane. And when I was in the middle of streaming it one day, he popped in and he started talking, and he was actually talking about, some of the voice actors and stuff for the one scene I was in. It's always fun. Alright. Well, I'm not doing that again. I can tell you've been recommending it.
Oh my. It's amazing.
Is that what I think it is?
Like a toy.
It's a Spanish galleon. It must have sunk and crashed into the top of the chamber.
Not yesterday either. How old is this place?
Old. far older than the ship.
Warning. Major structural instabilities detected. Use caution when working around this artifact.
Careful around that thing. Could dislodge really easy.
The deck looks intact. I'm going in it.
Oh boy.
Charlie, why?
I have the barest beginning of a thought.
Okay, so midsection of an ancient galleon. Alright, where is this? The midsection of an ancient galleon lies shattered upon the barnacle's stippled cavern floor. A pair of barrels lie half submerged in mud and mussels, their contents long since evaporated or disintegrated. The pillar has been splintered near its apex, a spear piercing the darkness beyond a tear that's run through the ceiling. From above, a perpetual snowstorm of particulates rains down. She better, like, get to a place that has oxygen at some point. What little cargo survived the ship's sinking and collision have been consumed by a forest of barnacles.
I'm in the captain's quarters. The wood is really rotten here.
Warning. Energy reserves below 10%.
You're running out of time, Charlie.
She is not the only one.
Pulpy wooden flooring bends like thick rubber as you traverse over it. A weathered globe, all detailing long since peeled and washed away, leaving only a planet covered in oceans of brine. What? Okay, 603. 2 are correct, but wrongly placed. Oh boy, it's a... Okay, fine.
Amazing.
It is pretty.
Everything this must have seen.
Yes. Especially at the end.
A plaque. I don't even think a place called New Bedford still exists. A weird, great souvenir to try and hold on to if we find a way out. It says Anne Alexander, New Bedford. Okay. Alright, so 603. 2 are correct, but wrongly placed. 1, 2, 3. 1 is correct, and well placed, which I'm guessing is 3. Alright. 180. 1 is correct, but wrongly placed. 0. 869. 1 is correct, but wrongly placed. 869. Alright, I think I got it. Oh, no, I don't. 918. Nothing is correct. Alright, 869. 1 is correct, but wrongly placed. So 869. Oh, shit. Okay, so it must be 6. 063. I'm guessing that wasn't it. Alright, 063. 2 are correct, but wrongly placed. 1, 2, 3. 1 is correct and well placed. Oh, okay. So then the 3. So it must be 0, 6. Okay. 1 is correct and well placed. So 0, 6. Okay. Oh no! Space Ghost died? So 6 and 0. 1 is correct and well placed. 1, 2, 3. Is correct but wrong placed. 0? Maybe? 1 correct but wrong place. Okay, let's try this. That was it. That is actually really sad. It's like my childhood, damn it! No. What is this?
Oh, what do we have here?
Potassium permanganate. A disinfectant. And deodorizer.
We could use a lot of that.
If it still has efficacy, it's ancient.
This reeks like a rancid diaper stuffed with fetid cabbage. Ew. However, there is no fungus that some good 300-year-old Condi's potassium permanganate can't kill. Alright, but we do need potassium, right? Alright. The sodden remains of a bed, partially collapsed due to age and rot. The dissolved sheeting, little more than clouds of fabric. Ooh, what's an octopus? The albino octopus sits upon its self-claimed throne, its cataract-racked eyes broadcasting both a deep age and malice. Its massive sucker-bearing arms would crack open this diving suit while it injects a salivary neurotoxin into the bloodstream. Alright, let's go check it out. I don't think it's gonna do anything to me. Clusters of marine plankton swarm over the interior furnishings, a tectonic plague growing over the drenched wood. A curtain of barnacles roll down the wall, thick clumps of sharp shapes tumbling over each other as they sprout from displaced linen. A variety of inconsequential curiosities adorn the shelving, from broken bells and brushes to the congealed remains of ledgers. Go down this way. An exotic slab chunk lies prostrate in the silt, composed of peculiar materials and adorned with obscure yet intricate carvings. This is the bow of the ship, looks like. A sturdy bronze figurehead of an ancient galleon, arms splayed as if in reference towards the horror that nests below it. Oh. Figurehead. Okay, old ship bow. The figurehead of the ancient ship protrudes forward from the bow. Its purpose of warding off bad luck from underwater spirits or violent creatures has evidently failed.
Warning. Major structural instabilities detected. Use caution when working around this artifact.
The bow of that thing could come apart any second, Charlie.
Yeah, exactly.
Omnidirectional recording device, super sensitive and precise. Looks like it still works. Oh. I don't know, man. Let's see. Do I want this to go down there? Empty has bag. Fairly standard diver gear. Never hurts to have some extra pockets on hand, especially ones that can withstand toxic spills and store acid. Ooh. I don't know. Empty acetylene. Still works. Genuinely impressed that both the mechanism and the fluid have survived this long. I feel like I probably don't have what I need. Need another cartridge. Oi. Alright, well, let's look around here. Clusters of inky crystals jet outwards from the rock, a mineral detonation trapped in time. Okay, alright. Nice. Although I think I'm doing pretty alright. An ancient crane built from wood, cord, and metal. Despite apparent age and deterioration, it has remained standing. A burly slab of rock serves as the crane's counterweight, housed within a prison of straining wood, the merest shiver threatening to tear it free and plunge it into a calamitous descent. A jagged palisade has been constructed around this platform, both it and the floor built from aged and rotting wood, seemingly much older than the recent intrusion of modern cane infrastructure. Yeah, that one was a little too obtuse.
Jeez. That is a long drop.
Distance to bottom of crevice is incalculable.
Well, that makes me feel better.
What are you going to do?
Gotta get across, obviously. Need to bridge the gap. Somehow.
Oh boy, maybe I gotta do something with this crane. Oh, this is that image. Alright, well. Splintered remains of a modern bridge subjected to some catastrophe or sabotage. Alright, well, we're gonna come back. I gotta have Mose look at that picture again. Or was it me? Hollow sandbags forms a protective rampart, while also allowing easier access to those who brave a closer inspection of the morbid effigy. Alright, so, this is it. Except, I don't know. I don't know what the order is. Ugh. Oi. Maybe this is it because it's circled? Let's see.
Charlie, you see this? The reaction in the metal?
Yeah. It's amazing. Some sort of chemical reaction?
An ancient technology. And like everything else here, one better left alone.
Wish I had the luxury.
What am I supposed to be doing with these things? Are they interviewing the fish about the state of the aquatic economy? Yeah, I'm wondering that too. Alright, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing with these two things. Oh, nice. Alright, go lay down, baby. No, you're in the way. Oh, she gets this way. Or she wants attention. Nashu, come on. Oh, there's a PDA. Okay. Alright, but I can't read. Dr. Abdulaziz Al-Kabor. Dear Mom and Dad, I'm writing to share with you the fantastic news that I have been transferred to a new facility. I'm excited about this opportunity and can't wait to share all the details with you in person. The work I am doing here is truly groundbreaking, and I am grateful to be able to make such meaningful contributions to my field. I'm also thrilled to let you know that my superior mentioned the possibility of a bonus leave if I continue to excel in my work. I miss you both and can't wait to see you again in the ring. Until then, please know that my love for you is as strong as ever, and you are always in my thoughts, Abdul. I looked closer at the drone footage of the ancient water wheels surrounding Black Sand Beach. They were primarily used for milling. What's even more fascinating is the substance they were grinding. The millstones are coated in a fine white powder. I had it tested and it turned out to be bone dust. Human bone. Why they were grinding remains a mystery. Ceremonial use, dietary supplementation, animal feed? What the hell? Why? Message to Dave Caliker. I understand the company's desire to expand Omega deeper into the cave system. Still, there's no practical way of doing it without damaging sections of the excavation site. Do we really need a STEM station down there? These ruins are still mostly unexplored, but their inhabitants were remarkable, even from what little we know. Their technology was far more advanced than any other civilization from this period by hundreds of years. The historical significance of these findings cannot be overstated. They could change everything we know about our earliest ancestors. I implore you to halt expansion until we can find a way to preserve the ruins. At the very least, allow me to plead my case in person when you arrive next week. A C-14 sample from the oldest milled bones has been dated 1650 AD. Meanwhile, the structures themselves go back thousands of years. Perhaps the sample was contaminated. Either way, we must keep the site intact until we understand what we're dealing with. The core samples we drilled at 5671 Hz at 1.29 milliseconds, I don't know what that is, indicate that most of the cave system comprises calcic plagioclase, sanidine with augite, olivine, and small amounts of lucite. This is unusual for the region, especially the ocean floor. The weathering further suggests this outcrop was exposed to sun and wind some 2,000 years ago. Yeah, that was it. Except me, I brute forced it. That's what I do. Today my heart is heavy with grief. I received the terrible news that Yvette was tragically injured. The thought of informing Captain Haskine up top is just horrid. The loss is truly devastating. I found the critters that escaped from animal testing. They were breeding in the refrigeration tanks. I don't know what my colleagues were doing with them in this lab. Still, they should be more careful. Those things are nasty. Fluoro-antimonic acidic blood and all. He seems like a nice guy. Got word of the base lockdown. Guess I'm going to be stuck here for a while. I'm not complaining. Message to all mule crew. You can't keep moving people into the temple, even if the quarantine lasts only a few days. They are damaging an incredibly valuable excavation site. Find another place to put them. Everybody is piled into the Prime Omega laboratory. Claustrophobia kept me out here. It's been so tranquil. Where is everybody? The decon chamber alarm was going nuts. I looked through the lab door. It was piled high with congealed torsos. Ugh! At first glance, I could see something that looked like a gnarled tree with knotted branches and a twisted trunk. But upon closer inspection, its branches were made up of human arms and legs, twisted and contorted into grotesque shapes. The trunk was composed of torsos, stacked one on top of the other, their eyes and mouths open in eternal screams of agony. The creature seemed to pulsate with life, its limbs writhing and twitching as if it were in constant pain. Every now and then a blood-curdling scream would emit from their mouths. I've collapsed the bridge to ensure it stays in the lab. Oh no, and we need to go over that bridge! I don't fear death, for I know nothing is left to experience pain once my mind is gone. But I would have liked to explore more of the world and uncover our shared past. Alas, even this current project, which will take my life, remains unfinished. The many stories in these walls, waiting to be told, will not find their interpreter in me. There is comfort in meeting my end locked up in a temple erected by a lost civilization. It is a good death for an adventurer. If you find this log, please have my body sent to the corpse ring for burial. I promised my parents I would return to them. Alright. That was it. Oh boy. Insect. A grotesque invertebrate mounts its hapless prize. The tip of its insectile head burrowed deeply through a tear in the hazmat suit. The plastic around the tear undulates as hidden hastellum, quaff, flesh liquefied. These words. Liquefied by injected toxins while probing mandibles. Spoon up crumbling meaty porridge. Whoever wrote these descriptions really had fun with it. He really did. This portion of the wall has been carved out and bound by straps, made ready for terminally delayed transportation and analysis. Alright, let's see. Let's mess with this bug.
Oh, Cain's reign.
Is it... it's still alive?
The creature is, not the poor bastard underneath it.
An unpleasant end.
Maybe you can cut it off him?
That would mean getting close to it.
I feel like the writer must have read a lot of horror books. A lot of horror books. Alright, so let's see.
This thing's blood. It melted right through the metal.
Cutting it open didn't stop it?
No. It's writhing. It didn't even notice, I'd say.
Very little would stop it. It is a higher form.
Compared to what?
A higher form? Ugh! Alright, let's touch it. Let's just do it. Let's just rip the band-aid off. I can't touch it. Oh yeah. It won't let me do anything. Oh. I don't know. But I'm gonna use this empty haz bag. There we go. Acid and dry bag. Yeah, I can't do anything else. Dang it! Wanted to get another death scene. Alright, so I don't know what to do with this. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe... Looks like it's this one. I don't know. So you're saying there's another one. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. Here we go!
Well, that did that.
Loud noises.
That does not look stable. I'd get across that fast.
Not sure if fast is the right approach here.
Sometimes I get lucky.
Oh, man.
Mac, I am glad you are not dead.
Thanks, Bear.
What happened?
Crane came apart behind me and fell into the breach. Whew. Barely made it. Not going back that way.
There is no going back.
Who are you anyway?
My name is Farhan. I was a researcher here once. Long ago. Maybe. Things are still blurry. Strange. My head hurts.
And what? You think you're pinned under rubble? How about the rest of you? It hurting too?
No, I feel nothing. Nothing but my head. And I can't see anything. It's complete darkness.
We'll find you. Just hang on.
Do we really want to find this guy? I don't know. The chasm falls away into inky teal darkness clogged with roiling clouds of dark mist. A gentle dusty wind blows upward, carrying with it a scent of damp clay, while wind currents emit soft echoing noises in the far distance. The force of whatever violence was meted out to the bridge was such that the structural beams became warped and blackened. A pair of well-padded bags holding construction sand speaks to the degree of the assembly being undertaken to establish an encroaching foothold within the cavern. The portable lab squats like a plastic pimple amidst the archaic stone and architecture, the entrance adorned in a foreboding crimson light. Lights beamed into the charcoal blackness tease out evidence of far-flung walls, the cracked bedrock, a natural bulwark between the cavern and the tumultuous ocean waters beyond. What's in here? Pneumatic supports hold the upper lab aloft while growing flora slowly obtrudes around the structure's toes. Toes.
Kane's rain.
Is that... Oh, are they?
I do not like this.
They were vivisected.
Ooh.
And displayed, I imagine.
Where are we?
You are in hell. We all are.
What in the... Ripped body. The flesh and organs of the body have mostly sloughed away. A nest of freshly torn skin and fibrous muscle have been torn out and stretched taut against the obelisk, as if to coax the rock and absorb the remains. Ugh. You guys, why? Why? The glyph, morbidly embellished with drying rivulets of blood, depicts abstract symbols that defy easy translation. I hope we get answers. Oh my god, there's so much to read. I do hope we get answers, though. Like, I want to know what the fuck. A heavy tarp hangs down in an attempt to protect machinery from particulates and spores, though the tarp itself has slowly begun to host its colony of creeping growth. Good. Because I gotta know. Sure. Look, at this point, I'm expecting anything. The source of bioluminescence appears to be grass-like growths that accompany the larger fungal flora, emitting a vibrant blue light when submerged in darkness. An archaeological grid sits above an excavated mass grave, cradling hundreds of skeletal remains, heaped in mounds like ostial anthills. The necrotic mounds are partially submerged in a layer of fungal growth and bioluminescent glitter. How are they doing here? Two massive lintels stand above the three obelisks, meeting at one end. Adorned between them hangs a network of meat, shredded organs, and rent skin. Altogether a ghastly, membranous canopy. This is all oh my god. Alright, let's see. The bioluminescence fungi have seeped under the steel walkway, illuminating the wiring and piping laid underneath. Okay. I just want to read all this crazy shit. Oh, got something over here. A handful of safety barriers attempt to ward off the overly curious and the dangerously distracted. In the presence of the flayed corpses, the attempt feels rather farcical. This body is mostly intact, relatively speaking at least, having lost the least to whatever caused this macabre butchery. The gut has been rent open without care, the intestinal tubes removed and festooned upon the stone obelisk. They were like taking these bodies and just like tearing and like smearing them all over these structures. Like, what the hell? Alright, this looks like mobile science lab. This innovative microscience lab makes chemistry accessible to field employees. It makes chemistry fun! Added to receptacle, none. I don't know if I got anything. Let's put that in there. I don't know. I don't have anything fungal to... Oh! Potassium permanganate. Okay. Oh. Oh, this is how I mixed the one thing we needed, but I don't have the other stuff. Alright, a throng of bioluminescent, yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Wooden stakes. A throng of bioluminescent lights glare from underneath clusters of sharpened wooden stakes. Alright, where are we going? The flesh covering the upper torso has been flayed away, revealing the rapidly decaying organs within. The fluvium of rotted waste, both pooling out and festering within its shockingly overpowering... God, I'm getting tongue-tied. Curdling your stomach. Okay, it's just gross. But holy crap, you guys. Alright, let's go in here. A hefty pile of building supplies lies dormant. The looming quiet and vacant activity provides ample evidence that any construction projects have been hastily abandoned. Okay, security terminal. What is this?
Security system, looks like, overlooking the site below.
They must have recorded everything.
Omega Lab entrance door override? Oh. We got a wrench. Review. Oh, corrupted, of course. Corrupted. Yes. I don't know what's even going on. Alright, enhance. Okay, so I can enhance at certain points. Something here. One for, okay, so there's 1 for blank blank. And blank blank 67. Alright. Alright. I guess that's what I need. Another lab structure connected to the larger facility beyond. By the entrance is a computer terminal placed atop a canister, its screen displaying some form of information. The pillar of geometric stone shimmers in the dull glow of electric lights. The patterns that emboss its surface seem both too chaotic and alien to be artificial, and too intricate to be extravagant or to be natural. The archaic wooden walkway croaks and shifts as you traverse over it, each creak harboring the treacherous potential of a ruinous snap. A motor or winch of some variety is nestled between the lab entrance and the sculpture's upper arm. Alright, so this is... I can't go in there, but... I guess I can't go over here, can I? Oh, I can.
Never seen anything like this.
Me either. It's not like any culture on the surface.
It predates Western civilization.
At the bottom of the ocean?
It was not always at the bottom.
Oh my gosh, so much to look at. Seawater vomits out of the overhanging orifices and plummets into the depths of an immense well, the biting scent of salt water pervading the clouds of spray that drift back upwards. Long wooden supports radiate out from the walkway, stretching out to the far reaches of the pit, the likely reason as to how the platform has remained intact despite its deterioration. Open palms. Multitudinal stone hands emerge from the circular walls in a spiral pattern, descending downwards into the black depths, bringing to mind a throng of prisoners reaching through bars to grasp at morsels. The gargantuan stone hand, adorned in a variety of weathered jewelry, extends outward as if in supplication. The body to which it is attached appears to have suffered damage, a portion of the upper head having been sheared away. There's like blood all over these walls. How do I get over there, though? I guess I don't. Alright.
You are in Omega Lab, a black band restricted area.
The vast number of chemicals stored here suggests that the decontamination procedure was both lengthy and thorough. A container for liquid gas storage. Once filled, the liquid is fed into the piping in measured amounts to treat the decontamination solution. Barrels of decontamination solution are dispensed to the shower heads on command. Shower heads poised to dispense cleansing formula, sterilizing equipment, and personnel entering or leaving the facility. Alright, what's this?
Clean room
Access.
sterilization system active.
Biological enzyme dispersing system. Oh boy.
Liquid nitrogen decontamination in progress. No foreign contaminants found.
Okay. Open.
Gah! King, damn it all.
Oh, God. They look almost
Melted?
partially digested.
Ew. Alright, I need a sample, right? Material and organic sampler. Gross.
Clean room sterilization system active. Insert biological sample for decontamination database.
Alright.
Adding sample genetics to database. Liquid nitrogen decontamination in progress.
Okay.
Liquid nitrogen decontamination in progress.
What did that do?
Clean room sterilization system active.
Decontamination protocols usually flood a room with liquid nitrogen. If I could trigger it and seize up the system, hell, I could pretty much shatter anything in here.
Liquid nitrogen decontamination in progress. Liquid nitrogen decontamination in progress.
Maybe.
Warning. Liquid nitrogen overload.
Clear the room and the door.
The floor will be slick, Mac. Be careful with your footing.
Yeah, you're gonna want to get out of there. Oh my god.
Kane's rain.
Are those bodies? It's a creature made of bodies?
I do not like this.
This place. It's just a descent into madness.
You are beginning to understand.
What now? Alright. The pillar of floral cartilage enthroned atop a pedestal stands draped in a crown of mist. A malodor of dirt, fecal matter rolls off from it as gangrenous bile seeps from its dew-drenched form. Whoa. The microscope and organic samplers sit against a bank of monitoring equipment that continues to tick and scratch as it quietly records specimen and sensor data. Alright, let's see. I don't know what we're looking at here. Terminal is mostly used for storing images and sending messages. Oh yeah. Ugh.
This place is ours. And only will survive.
What am I looking at? You won. Okay, I'm guessing you won. I need to know what this is. Oh jeez, I don't know how to color this. I don't want to. Yes, I think so. I'll have to come back. I'm just gonna print screen. Print screen that. This specimen. Oh my god, they're so loud. The specimen container was intended to hold a variety of plants for study. This one is empty, but a spattering of dried stains reveals it's held its share of verdant saplings. sample from or similar to whatever monstrous mutant has taken root at the center of the lab. The bright lights reveal a rubbery complexion, the color of spoiled milk, while red markings decorate the interior. Oh no. I want to make sure this is... Okay. It looked like my,
This place
stream stopped, but it didn't. Take a look. Oh boy. U1, A1. Oh man. Alright, hold on. I'm just exploring. An anxious electronic purr radiates from a pair of seed trays, the whir of fans exerting themselves against the room's oppressive heat to protect the germinating specimens within. Alright, that is sealed. The heavy door is terminally shut, broken, or barricaded from the other side. Locked entrance. Peeled formations creep across the floor, reminiscent of centipede-like plants. The remains of an excoriated chest are cradled by a mob of restless finger-like protrusions that block the doorway.
Warning. Highly toxic atmosphere detected. Proceed with caution.
What is it?
Looks like spores coming off this thing.
Highly volatile, I'm afraid. You should stay clear. Or find a way to purge the air.
I'd purge this whole fucking place if I could.
Language, Mark.
Alright, let's go. Oh no. It's a trap! It's a trap! Oh. Welp. Oh, sorry, not you. I didn't mean to wake you up, baby. Alright, don't do that. Oh, that's
Give us the divine sustenance we need to survive.
We need to survive.
I do. The bulkhead door has been left ajar by someone or something, unashamed by the death left discarded in the connecting room. A malfunctioning screen depicts an idyllic view intended to inhibit sensations of crushing claustrophobia. The choice of the locale, peaceful shores of dry land, feels impossibly far away. The storage tubes inject the sleeper into a sealed pod, allowing for claustrophobic isolation from the clamor of work and machinery. A screen nearby displays the biometrics of pods in use. Oh boy. Life support system failed. Oh! Shit. I don't know. Okay, because, yeah, this is... Yeah, I don't know. A series of extraction fans line the wall, funneling treated oxygen throughout the facility. And the door is sealed from the other side. A glance through the visor reveals a similar room, cloaked in darkness. Can I get in this area here? Can I get in here? I can't tell. Oh, yeah.
More bodies here. In bags. Stacked this time.
For disposal. Kane security forces.
We don't know that.
Yes, we do.
Pair of brutalist prefab sinks, the metal stained and discolored by use. The shower room is silent, but for the hum of fans and the occasional drip from a leaking shower, the body bags thankfully limit the fetor of death to the rusty tang of dried blood. Oh. Nearly a dozen body bags have been lined along the shower duckboards, showing a level of care that contrasts sharply with the more chaotic and indulgent scenes of violence so far encountered. Spartan shower construction bears the signature crude simplicity of prefabricated facilities. Alright. So. Alright, so this one was Moses' one. Time to draw. We got 4 down. 1, 2, 3. And then 5. 3. Alright, we got that. Alright, got it. Let's go. Now, where was that? Where did I... Oh, get a little tired. Alright, here it is.
Alert. Atmosphere flush complete.
Atmosphere reduced administration losses.
Okay. An operating table lies under surgical lamps, barren but for smears of ash splattered over its Spartan surface. Oh, another PDA. Is that a baby crying? I don't want to hear baby crying. Salaya Priestess the Ninth. Here we go again. After the initial shock, it's a wild ride of laughter, tears, and cravings. I'm a lousy parent. Why does Cain keep blessing me with children? To Liza Simpson. A thought occurred to me as the Cain Day celebrations came to a close. Patient 818386's fog of memories is like an amniotic fluid. He will be reborn and transformed by new knowledge, not unlike our glorious father Cain. As I pondered this, a minor quake shook the mule. No one was hurt. Could this mean that he is a crucial step towards true ascension beyond the Nexus? I don't want to presume too much, but the area isn't prone to tectonic activity, and no one can explain what caused the quake. I had a jigga shake an hour ago, and now I'm literally crying from the pain. I never suffered from acid reflux before this pregnancy, and now I'm wondering what other surprises may be in store. If this is a gift, then why does it feel like my body is rebelling? She seems a little old to be pregnant, but oh man, I don't want to know what the baby is. Message to Chokaboard, Exalted Father on High. I received some interesting information from one of the staff, Dr. Liza Simpson, who approached me to discuss 818386, afflicted with an unknown ailment. For brevity, I have included a report written up by Dr. Hairfest, who was brought in to study the patient. In summary, it posits that 818386 has somehow inherited the memories. Dr. Simpson claims to have confirmed these reports personally. If there is even a shred of truth in all this, developing the means to transpose memories could have tremendous implications for the Church. It could pave the path to extending the lives of our venerable members and representatives and revolutionize how we teach and raise those within the Cain family. I recommend that this research be prioritized, but we will proceed as you deem fit. Today at lunch, Yvette asked me if I was planning a baby moon. I pretended to be above such indulgences, but really I would love some time away to get comfortable with the reality of this child. Report excerpt Eyes Only. Prepared by Dr. Hairfest and Anne Clara Daniels. Closer inspection of the microbial infection growing in patient 818386's brain revealed a wedge-shaped object implanted between C1 and C2. The thing is crudely manufactured, but the initial infection has spread from its piercing tip. Ooh. I have liaised with Baron, and we are at loggerheads over how to proceed with this heretical matter. Our debates are made more challenging by my uncle's obvious glee at my condition. He always seems happier than I am about my fruitfulness, worthy of a priestess of Cain. And he uses praise to avoid responding to my arguments. What am I to him, really? What am I to Cain? Oh my god. I see your back, Jen. Compounding my heterodox nightmare, the archaeology department reported that the cover stone that had been placed over the recovered human remains was carved at least 2,000 years before their death. The timeline of human achievement canonized by the Church does not permit for such an aberration. Were it not for the potential significance of PS-139, I would have shut down this entire operation a long time ago. Liza is now a participant in the dream, along with 818386. She's been screaming for 7 days straight. I'm not sure if they are screams of ecstasy or pain, but I can't help envying the intensity of her experience. Envying? What if it's pain? I could feel the iron hold of my incarcerator tighten as I struggled to free myself from its gestating grip. I wish to visit the Mother's Shrine on my next shore leave, but first I must repent for these thoughts. To Corbin. Corbin, I have received multiple reports of staff suffering from hallucinations similar to what we've observed in 818386. We are not prepared for an outbreak. I recommend that high security containment and quarantine procedures be enacted immediately, at least until we have a better understanding of the microbe. You are instructed to bypass Baron and have the team organized by Chudah directly. Despite the quarantine, an aerolized form of PS-139 has spread throughout the facility. Is this the work of Yellowleaf? We've locked down this mule quadrant as best we can. Dr. Moon managed to get the air filtration working. Then she said her oculars were glitching and she needed a special tool from her office. I haven't seen her since. It's harder to imagine this as a divine gift when the corridors are filled with screams. I've started seeing things, slivers of others' memories, flashes of violence. I've seen what the infection is doing to some of my colleagues, and I dread succumbing to it. Security is attempting to control the situation, but failing. I alerted corporate earlier today, and they assured me they'd send help. I can only pray to Father and Mother that they get here soon. Yeah, he did. The guy was fucking nuts. Well, they're all nuts, mostly. By the Mother. The security teams are killing everyone. The order must have come from Baron. Damn you, Corbin. By the grace of Cain, I've managed to hide, but I hear gunshots echoing through the halls. Glory to the Mother, protected and guided us as we took to the stars. Reverence to the Mother from whose womb His Holiness was reborn. Supplication to the Mother whose flesh sustains us and keeps us pure of soul. Exhortation to the Newman who will guide us to paradise. Yep. Crazy. Always crazy. The privacy curtain is coated in cinders bearing a beard of prickly cremation dust. Ooh, what's this? Intra-imager. This state-of-the-art imager is used to construct holographic impressions of patients. However, it is prohibited in most facilities due to the immense amount of magnetic energy it delivers, which has been known to bend and yank entire bulkheads from their housing. Ooh. Well, let's play with it. What can I break? Alright. Magnetic resonance device. Makes my fur stand up. Caution, magnetic resonance device should not be removed from this housing. Well, too late. I already did it. Storage boxes appear dilapidated, though more recent damage hints at containers that have been pried open and pilfered. A pair of charred corpses lie crumpled on the floor, a stifling odor of rot and advanced decay wafting upwards. A couple of fingers have snapped off on the nearest body, while its remaining hand is frozen in a clasp. Ugh. Empty breast pump. Oh my god, is that her? What? Oh my god. Melted rapid expanding foam canister. Oh no! Alright, fine. I don't wanna. Aww. Gross. Ew. Is that really...
Children should not drink this.
No.
I really wish I hadn't seen that.
They should not. It looks like mint soda, but tastes like bean curd. Ew. Oh. Alright, well, what am I even using this for? Full breast pump. I didn't figure this out yet. I don't think so. Melted wrapper. Oh. Oh, there we go. Oh, Trustman's yelling at his hockey again. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with this. Alright, well, I tried. The surface of the canister is bitterly cold, a furtive prod eliciting a dull slash of liquid contained within. Okay, yeah, but I don't think I can get anything else in here. Enter. Yeah, we got everything we wanted from here. Come on. Nope, not working. Melted? No. Yeah, I know. I know. Let's see.
An interesting stratagem, my friend.
Now what? Oh, that's so gross. Yeah, how do I lure it though? I do. There we go. but what am I supposed to be recording? That baby crying? Oh, I see.
I do not like these sounds. They are wrong.
The cries. I remember them from my fugue. Somehow.
Now we have them.
I don't want them.
Ugh. Now what am I supposed to do? Oh yeah. Where was that? I don't think this was it. Okay, let's try this. There it is. Trapped. Alright. Get through. I bet you if I open this up, I die.
Got it. Moses got it. I trapped it. It is not scary now.
Well played, Moses.
I am a very smart bear now.
It's eating it. Oh, okay. Let's just go through here.
You are in sample analysis.
Okay. Terminal is mostly used for storing images. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh! Gross. Oh, it's that one thing that was eating that guy, I think. What are these things? Centipedes. Oh, more of this stuff. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to know all this stuff eventually. Note to self, start with A1. Messages. Spam. Dearest Peter Marshall, it's time to take action. Gather the necessary tools and materials for this procedure, including gloves, sterile gauze, skin blue, tweezers, a magnifier, and a local anesthetic to numb the area. Use your fingers to locate the small irregular bump at the bottom of the skull and clean the area with a disinfectant solution. Make an incision at its base. Once the transcendence chip has been exposed, carefully grip it with the tweezers and gently pull it out. It is essential to be careful and avoid pulling too hard, as this could cause damage. After removing the interface, clean the area with sterile gauze and a disinfectant solution. Finally, apply skin glue to the site to protect it from infection. You can now think and act freely. Join us in the fight for purer humanity. Yellow Leaf always, Yellow Leaf forever. Oh, people who are fighting back. Some trash. Ugh. Looks like a freaking face hugger. Ugh. Oh, we're doing something to it. Plumes of smoke rise amidst the occasional spark of rent wire. Another PDA. Okay, Dr. Drizmian Hairfest, Chief Medical Officer. Report confidential. Patient 818386 has been in my care for 10 days. He exhibits the classic symptoms of a bacterial or viral infection: high fever, headache, sore throat, joint and muscle pain, weakness, and abdominal pain. We have isolated him in an isobaric chamber and observed a strict protocol. Although this condition is not within my area of expertise, I have been asked to document patient 818386's cognitive state. For better or worse, he does not seem fully aware of his physical condition. Dr. Atlas Moon, a veteran and student of the renowned Juridus Malin, will perform genomic analysis of the microbe. Report confidential to Celaya. Update on my previous report. The infection has progressed, and patient 818386 is now bleeding from every orifice. At the same time, he does not seem to be in any pain. 818386 maintains his journal and converses with medical staff. Surprisingly, the language he speaks is Russian, which isn't listed in his professional profile. Perhaps it's childhood regression in response to the trauma of his condition. Oh, another confidential report to Celaya. 818386 keeps falling into a fugue state. His vocabulary now extends to what can only be described as Proto-Mayan. Unfortunately, our records only cover a few of the terms he has used, and he cannot recall anything he spoke about after regaining full consciousness. It's orifice. 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 Whatever. Message to Atlas Moon. Dr. Moon, my report is attached for your perusal. The stasis pods of the 3 products I've requested for study have just arrived. I will begin my observation post-haste. I am convinced that patient 818386's recollections are real, even if they are not his. The live PS-139, isolated by Dr. Moon, could have incredible medical applications. Following exposure, the 3 products, 2 children and 1 adult female, started falling into the same dreamlike states experienced by 818386. The children began speaking fluent Russian and recalled events from a life in Severomorsk, as though they'd witnessed them personally. Meanwhile, the adult female recounted an unspeakable sacrificial ceremony from what must be an exceedingly ancient culture. Control bank. Rows of sparking control panels line the wall, bedecked in a variety of readouts, dials, and switches. None seem operational. The bulkhead has been fastened shut. What is this? Habitat. Tendrils of greenery spill out from the contained habitat, worming through the edges of the glass and creeping across the screen like a procession of caterpillars. A robotic sorting arm diligently toils to sort samples between various storage units. Numerous faulty and contaminated units entrap the arm in an endless cycle of shuffling, spoiled specimens. Oh boy. This is where I need this DNA. Oh no. Well, I'm gonna say that is for next stream. That is for next stream because it is 9:45, you guys, and I've got to start getting ready for bed. I got work tomorrow. So, yeah, and I got to go back and look at all this stuff, and I only have next time. So, okay, so we're going to stop here. I am going to stream Thursday, but I am actually going to stream Thursday evening again. I'm sorry that I'm having, although maybe it's not so bad, but I have to go over to my father-in-law's house and help start cleaning out because we're getting it. He wants to, he's getting the house ready to sell, so I got to go over and help with some of that. So that I am doing Thursday morning, but yeah, okay, great. So Thursday night we will continue with this, and then Friday, I'm going to be playing more Final Fantasy. And then Sunday, I think we're starting Shadowgate. So, and I haven't played that in years. And I love Shadowgate. The old school Shadowgate. So, but that's it. I'm off. I gotta get ready for bed. I will see you guys later. You all be good.